have already come out and talked about the Nigerian just concluded election that they had in Nigeria for this 2023 election. In terms of, we're talking about the presidential election that happened in Nigeria. You know, a lot of things have been coming out, and the president of the prolific country of Ghana, President Akufo-Addo, have already come out to deliberate about this just past election. And you know, my people, on the other hand, the prolific president of Ghana also talked about how they're going to help and assist and give the befitting assistance to the, you know, the Christian Atsu, the brother that we lost in Turkey, that, you know, he passed away during the earthquake in Turkey. You know, my people, this is what we're talking about. So the president of Ghana have already deliberated about these two issues, the Nigerian election and how to support the family, the adequate support to the family of Christian Atsu. So my people, Mr. Steve Ade is going to give you guys the upload, and we're going to deliberate about this. So what do you think about the good deed and how the prolific president of Ghana is talking about the Nigerian election and Christian Atsu at this time? So what do you think about this?
No, the president of Ghana is concerned about the success of Nigeria at the polls, and naturally he should be, because, you know, as one of the proverbs in Ghana says, that if one finger is deep in oil, it will spread to the other fingers.
Affect the rest.
So the success of Ghana will have effect on Nigeria, and success of Nigeria will have effect on Ghana. You know, these people interact very, very well, especially when we consider that they are both members of ECOWAS, and they are not only main members; they are strong members. So that is the concern of.
They are even the powerhouse.
Yes,
Ghana and Nigeria. Like in terms of everything in ECOWAS, there is no country in Africa. We're talking about the peace talk, the peace accord. You know, everything that Nigeria can easily come out today and boast of in West Africa, or in ECOWAS, or in African Union, Ghana too can actually come out and boast of the same thing, because they've been the main fuel, the muzzle behind ECOWAS as a whole.
They are always in the forefront.
The two countries,
And you know, the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria dated back into many decades. So,
even before independence.
Yes. So that is Akufo-Addo is doing the right thing, and he should be concerned, and it's good. It's a step in the good direction. And concerning Christian Atsu case, you know, when government is in place and it has a good leader like the president of Ghana, these are the things we should be looking out for. You know, Christian Atsu was a player of international repute. He was playing in Turkey, and of course he played for Ghana. So
played for Chelsea, played for Newcastle. He's a big player. He's a huge asset
to Ghana.
It's not only to Ghana alone, my brother, even to Africa as a whole. He's a huge asset. It's one of the exports that have good image, that keep the good name of African players. He had no issue, he had no problems, you know, but you know, it's only God that know why good people have to go. A lot of people have come out from Ghana, and they talked about how this brother helped a lot of people to school abroad, you know, give people money, support people family. A lot of people, prominent Ghanaian players, or you know, a lot of coaches around the world have good stuff to speak about this brother. Mostly how you can see Newcastle, how they celebrated his life after he passed away. They called his wife, his sons was there, you know, they really had a standing ovation. You know, it is very huge. But I feel perplexed, because, you know, this is not what we think of from great player like that. At this time, it's very, very, it's very, very sad.
I may sound biased, but I'm not particularly surprised the way the clubs he played for paid tribute on him when he died. But I'm particularly happy that Ghana authorities have found it worthy to visit the family and promise to take responsibilities of this great man after he's dead. It is a good thing. We always want and preach things like this where we live together. Africa has essentially communal life. If somebody needs help, people should come around and help him. And this is the president of the whole country promising, visiting, say, the family will be taken care of.
Yeah.
So this is a good one from
He
Ghana.
made the promise to the sister and the family
Yes.
that the wife, the children, and all the family of the Atsu, will be taken care of at this time.
Atsu has a twin sister. It's Christian.
Yeah.
The sister is Christiana.
Yeah.
And when the cause was brought back to Ghana, the sister could not even stand it. That showed the kind of relationship, the kind of cordiality they had. It's like a part of her was gone. And we thank God that the president of Ghana is trying to put succor and give them hope that though the man is no more, they are there to take care of the responsibility the man must have left there. And things like this, we encourage even people more to be dedicated to their country. There are cases where good players like this will not want to play for their country. They prefer to play for a foreigner because of things like this. But Ghana is showing the light. We have discussed severally on this platform how Ghana is trying to bring unity, development, hope, and trust into that country. So this is a good one from Ghana people and Ghana president.
So my people, we've had what Mr. Steve Addo said, is just what we need to look for, because we need to look forward to a good leader that had his people in his own mind. Every time people see me deliberate and talked about President Akufo-Addo, the reason is because of his good work that he's been doing in Ghana. On my last platform, my last content on this platform, I talked about how Nigerians should emulate Ghana past election results, the way they do their election, the system, and Kenya is because of the transparency they had between their elections. And Nigeria is part of the powerhouse in Africa, not even in West Africa, in the whole of Africa, where the Ghana president now came out to speak on the election of Nigeria to bring unity among Nigerian people and to push the powerful country of Nigeria on the continent of West Africa, on the continent of Africa, because without Nigeria in Africa, Africa will be lacking a lot. It's just a collective effort between the African states, to project the beautiful culture and the beautiful tradition of all African countries to the world. So Ghana president coming out and talking about unity is a valid statement, because that kind of speech, that is what we want. And on my platform is all about unification. I talked about unity. It's just about for togetherness of African children to project our culture and tradition to the international community for a better continent of Africa. So this is what we talked about, and kudos to the president of Ghana in supporting the family of Christian Atsu, the player that we lost in Turkey, the earthquake in Turkey. This is what we're talking about. It's all about for the unification of Africa on this platform. I have nothing against nobody. I'm not putting nobody down. I'm just saying it the way it is. Kudos to the president of Ghana. We love what you're doing, President Akufo-Addo. So my people on this platform will be moving to the next topic.